Hi, I'm Kelly. Welcome to Superset Strong. For this class, you're going to need a resistance tube. Check it to see that there's no nicks or cuts by running your hands along it like that. Then put it to the side. You'll also need either a small ball or a towel that's folded up quite thick like this, and a chair, as well as some water to stay hydrated. Let's get started with your warm-up. Stand directly in front of your chair with your feet a little bit wider than your shoulders. Roll your shoulders back. Lengthen out through the top of the head and tighten your core, like your core muscles are a corset. Feel them tighten all around your midsection so you feel that support. Big deep breath in, reaching up. Exhale, pull the right elbow down. Lift up and open the chest. Breathe in again. Pull your left elbow down. Reach up and open the chest. Pull forward and pull back. Now the right then the left. Right and left. Both hands forward back. Right then left, rotate the hip around. Now squat down onto your chair. Use your hands to guide you down, making sure each time that you lower very slowly, controlling how fast you go back into that chair. If you feel comfortable with that, bring your hands in front of you and just use your leg strength to lower yourself down. Do two more. Stay down there. Big deep breath in, reaching up. Pull your right elbow down. Reach up. Open the chest. Breathe in again. Both arms up. Left elbow pulls down. Reach up. Now reach your hands forward and back. Pull forward and pull back. Now reach back right, rotate, and left. Both hands forward and back. Open the chest each time. Right then left. Rotate around. Squat again, lift up. Ease yourself back down. You're going to see some squats in our first series of movements. So I want you to get warmed up and used to sitting down and up off your chair. Such a valuable way to warm up and strengthen the body. Bring your hands forward. If you want, give me two more. Reach up through the top of your head. Stay up. Big deep breath in, reaching up. Right elbow pulls down, reach up left. Both hands up. Open the front of your body. Both hands reach up. Left elbow pulls down. Both hands up. Now pull forward and back with your arms. Thumbs up. Open the chest. Right then left. Now rotate the body. Good. Both hands forward back. Pull back. Right then left. Now keep going right then left. Reach forward with the opposite hand as you pull the elbow back. Rotate the hip and swivel the foot. Four more. Breathe in and shake it down. Roll your shoulders back. Reach across side to side a little bit faster. I always like to do a little rotational movement in the warm-up. It does so much to warm up your upper back muscles and loosen up the hips. Just make sure you're swiveling the feet. Reach right out through your fingertips. Stretch away. Four more each side. Three. And one more each way. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, open the body. And let's get started with our first set. We're going to do a lower body up exercise and then an upper body exercise, and then we'll do 2 sets of each. Picking up your tube. Now I want you to sit in the chair. Stagger your feet so your right leg is slightly back The left leg is slightly forward. And place the tube underneath your right foot. Pull the handles up to your shoulders and have your feet shoulder distance apart. You're going to have more weight on your right leg. Let's come up and sit back down with control. Up and sit back down. You've got a little bit more weight on your right leg. So that left leg is forward and the right leg is back close to the step. You've got just 10 more seconds. It's about 3 more reps. Stay up. Bring your hands down with control and lengthen the tube on the right side. Bring your hand into the chest. We're going to do a shoulder press, working the shoulders and the arms. Press up. Now go as high as you can. Thumb points back. Palm of the hand faces in. Press. Slowly down and slowly up. Stand tall, continuing to lengthen out through the top of your head so you're tall, like someone's measuring your height. Good, 5 seconds, it's 1 more rep. Let's sit back down in your chair. And we're going to do the other side. So place the tube underneath your left foot. Bring your left foot in, closer to you, right foot forward, and bring the handles up to your chest. We stand up, and you sit back down. Now each time, control. As you come back into the chair, really using all the muscles in the lower body. Your left leg is staggered back from your right. So your left leg is working harder than your right. So you'll feel this a little bit more in the left. This time stay up. Bring your hands down with control. Slide the tube so it's longer on the left and shorter on the right. Left leg slightly forward, right leg slightly back. Shoulder press, up, and slowly down. Now, even if you can only go halfway up to here, absolutely fine. Do what you can do today. Remember, very important, palm of the hand faces in. Your thumb points straight back. Little finger is forward on the hand. Exhale and inhale as you lower. One more time. Press and down. Release the tube from underneath your foot. And we're going to move beside your chair. I'm going to move my chair forward so I've got a bit more space. I'm going to move it to my left so I've got a bit more space there. Place the tube underneath your left foot. Stand beside your chair and pull, and slightly behind, and pull the tube up so it's on your right hip. Side lunge. Step out to the side and step in. Now you can keep your hand on the chair, or you can bring your hand onto the hip. Sit the hips back, all 10 toes face forward, hinge. So each time you step out, hinge right where your hand is at the hip. Fold the torso over the tubing on the front of your hip. Sit back and push off. Control how fast you come in. One more time. Now step forward with your right leg and step back with the left. We're going to do a chest press. Lengthen Open the tubing on the left side. Bend your right knee and soften the left. Push forward and across and bring it back down. Strengthening your chest muscles as well as your shoulder muscles again. Exhale each time you push it forward. Bend the knee a little bit so that you're working that right leg at the same time. Press. You might notice your heart rate comes up a little bit for this one. That's kind of normal because you're alternating between upper and lower body exercises. One more. Let's go to the other side. Take the tube out from underneath your left foot. Come to the left side of your chair and anchor the tube underneath your right foot. Pull the hand up to the left hip. You can either keep your hand on the chair or you can place your hand on the hip. Lunge to the side. Sit back and step in. Hinge at the hip. Remember, all 10 toes face forward. So glance down. See that your heels and toes are lined up. Bend only your left leg. Right leg is straight. You may feel a stretch in your inner thigh on the right side. One more. Step your left leg forward. Stagger the band so it's a little bit longer on the right. Chest press. Pull it across. Pull the hand across and upwards. Make an arc with the hand. Strengthening your chest and shoulder muscles. Bend the knee to make it a little bit more challenging. You'll also get a little bit of leg work. Press that forward and across. Strengthening your chest muscles. Hold the handle just firmly enough that it doesn't slip, but don't squeeze the handle. Two more. One more. Very good. Let's go to the other side now. I'm going to move my chair a little bit for space to the left. Anchor the tube underneath your left foot and pull the handle to your right hip, just like for the side lunge. But now you're going to lunge diagonally backwards. You're standing at 12 o'clock. You're going to step back to 4 o'clock and then step in. Let's try it. Back to 4 o'clock and step in. To steady yourself, the chair is there if you need it. Step diagonally back and bend only the right leg. Your left leg stays straight in front of you. Toe points to 12 o'clock and you step back to 4 o'clock. This opens up the hips. And we've got some hip strengthening coming up. So this is going to work on some mobility for the hips. One more time. Now step both feet onto the tube and make sure you've got even tension right and left. Lift your chest up. We're going to work the biceps and the triceps. Knees are soft. I'm going to give you a side view. Curl the hands, hinge the hips, press back 2 times. Bring your hands to your shoulders, lift it up and lower it down. It's complicated, but it's going to strengthen your arms and your core. Lift up and lower it down. Stay long through your waistline. Hinge at the hip. Abs are tight. You're bracing with your core. One more time. Hands to shoulders. Hinge the hip. Press back 2 times. Come up and lower it down. Let's go to the other side. Step off the tube and come to the other side of your chair. Place the tube, anchor it underneath your right foot. Bring your handles to the left hip. Rear diagonal lunge. Step diagonally back to 8 o'clock and then step in. Let your right foot stay at 12 o'clock. Your left foot lunges diagonally back to 8 o'clock. You're standing on a clock. Push the hips back and bend your left leg and hinge that hip. So hinge at your left hip. Right leg stays straight. One more. Bring both feet onto the tube, even tension right and left. Hands to shoulders, hinge at the hip, press back 2 times with the knuckles, hands come forward, lift up and lower it down. Let's try that again. Hands to shoulders, hinge at the hip, abs tight, press back with the knuckles. Hands come forward, lift up, elbows close to the side of your ribs. Lift the hands to the shoulders, hinge at the hip, sit the hips back, press back 2 times, lift up and lower it down. One more time. Hands to shoulders, hinge at the hip, press back 2 times, hands to shoulders, lift up and lower it down. Now watch this carefully. We're going to sit in our chair. Sit in the front, towards the front edge of your chair. Place the center of the tube on your shoelaces and then wrap from the outside to the inside of both feet. Point your toes so that you're anchoring the tube. Sit up tall. You're sitting towards the front edge of your chair. Now pull high and down. Other side pulls high and down. So working the upper back muscles. Pull high. So your hand comes to your shoulder. The elbow drives back. Your shoulder stays away from the ear. Sit up really tall. Let's add rotation on the last 2. Rotate. Make sure your toes are pointing to anchor the tube. Now hold the handles together in both hands. Pull the handles up to your navel. Sit up tall. Now step out and in. Out and in. Working the muscles in your hips. This is really challenging. Sit as tall as you can get. Keep your navel pulled in against the spine and your shoulders down and back. Just tap the heel but slightly point your toes so that the tubing is anchored around your feet. One more each side, strengthening your hips. Hold it there, point your toes, take some slack onto the band and cross the handles over so you've got a triangle in front of you with the tubing. Sit up tall, hands on the knees, pull one hand and then the other. Hand comes to the rib this time rather than to the shoulder. Now let's add a little rotation on this one. Keep your chest high and your shoulder down, working the muscles in your posture, your upper back, as well as a little bit of biceps. Drive the elbow back. Little rotation. Sit tall. Press your shoulder down away from the ears. One more each side. Pull it back and pull it back. Take the tube off your feet. And now using your small towel or a ball, sit towards the front edge of your chair and place the ball or the towel between your legs. Have your feet quite close together I want you to bring your hands onto the front of your thighs. Now press 1, 2, 3 and slightly relax. Press in, 2, 3, slightly relax. Sit up tall. 2, 3 and slightly relax. Working the muscles in the inner thighs. 1, 2, 3, slightly relax. Last time. 1, 2, 3. Good. Now bring your feet a little bit closer to you. Bring your hands onto the chair, the sides of your chair. Keep a little tension on your inner thighs. Hands are on the side of the chair. You're going to press your hands into the chair and lift your hips up and lower it down. Press your shoulders away from the ear and just slightly lift your weight off the chair. So like you're going to push yourself up to stand up. It's going to work your triceps and part of your upper back that keeps your shoulders away from the ears. Press down. Squeeze between your shoulder blades and press the shoulder blades down your back. Just lift your hips up. 2 more times. 1 more time. Hold it there. Let's do another set of ball squeezes. A second set of ball squeezes. This time we're going to add some core into the exercise. So lift up. Going to work the core and the inner thighs all together. Take tension on your inner thighs and squeeze the ball. And keep squeezing through your inner thighs. Bring your hands onto the front of your thighs. Lean back. Come up. So you hinge back at the hips. See if you can touch your shoulders to the back of the chair. And come up. Again, sit back and squeeze on the ball the whole time. You're going to feel your inner thighs getting fatigued. Touch back and lift up. 1 more time. Touch back, squeeze the ball and lift up. Bring your feet a little bit wider apart. Take the ball in your right hand to your left knee. Hinge forward to your shin. Now, lift up and reach across. Lift that hand up in a diagonal. Working the muscles in your upper back and the back of your shoulders. You want to make it a little bit more challenging? Take your left hand off the thigh and just support yourself with your back muscles. You will feel a little fatigue in your lower back as you work your upper back muscles. 1 more. Good, come up. Let's do the other side. Bring the ball into your left hand. Reach it across the shin. Let's go. Up with the ball and down and across. The body is hinging forward at the hip. Pull the ball back diagonally. So you're going to feel the muscles in your shoulders, the muscles in your upper and lower back. Reach across, lift up. You can take the hand off the thigh and just reach it beside you and use your back to support the movement, or keep the hand on the thigh if that's more comfortable for you. 1 more time. Press back and release. Put your ball away. We're going to stretch. We'll use the chair to stretch. Just going to move my ball. Okay. Sit forward on your chair. I'm going to move my chair back a little bit. You can see my feet. Sit forward on your chair and have your right leg straight in front of you and your left leg bent. I like to use the chair for stretches. You can get some good stretches on the chair. like this one for the hamstrings. Hinge forward at the hips and feel that stretch up the back of your right thigh. Flex the ankle on the right side, pulling the toes back towards your shin. Now turn the toe out. Let's do the other side. Step the right foot in, step the left leg out, straightening your left leg. Hands are on the right knee, hinge forward, flexing the left ankle, pulling the toes right back towards your shin. So you feel that stretch up the back of your calf and the back of your hamstring, the back of your thigh. Hinge forward till you engage the stretch. Keep your spine really straight, your chest open, and come up. Stretch for the front of the hip. Rotate to the side so that only the left side of your bottom is on the chair, and step your right leg all the way back behind you. Press the right knee down, lift your chest up, place your hand on the chair. Bring your right hand and reach up. And now lean to the back of the chair. Feeling a really nice stretch in the front of your right hip. And come up. Let's do the other side. Swivel around so that you're sitting on the right side of your bottom. Step your left leg all the way back. There's a little balance here. So only step back as far as you can control. Drop your knee towards the floor. Lift your chest up. Bring your hand onto the back of the chair and take your left hand and reach up. Lean to the back of the chair, opening the front of your left hip. And come up. Let's stretch your inner thighs. Bring your feet wide, hands on the thighs, hinge forward. Now we've worked the hips quite hard, so let's stretch the hips. You can either cross the ankle here like this and come forward, or for a deeper stretch, flex the ankle, cross the ankle above the knee, lift up, and then if you want a deeper stretch, hinge forward. Stretching deeply into the hip. Really important that you have good hip mobility and strong hips as well. And we did both of those things today. Lift up, change sides. Flex the foot, either cross the ankle or cross the knee. Sit up tall, open the knee down, and then hinge forward if you want a deeper stretch. You might just sit upright, just crossing the leg is enough for you. Do what feels best. Good, come up. Standing beside your chair. Now you might want to use the chair for this one. Pick your right foot up, either on the shin, the ankle, or the foot, and pull it back, stretching out the front of your thigh. Roll your shoulder back, and gently pull your foot in towards your bottom. That should feel really good. It's a nice stretch for the front of your thigh. Good, now release that gently, and let's go to the other side. Take the shin, the ankle, or the foot if you're a little more flexible, and bring the knees close together, roll your shoulder back, and stand up tall. Pull the foot up and in. Slowly release that. Standing behind your chair, bring your feet wide. One more stretch for the inner thigh. Lunge to the side, push the hips forward, lunge to the other side, hips forward. One more time each side. Lunge to the side, come up, lunge to the side, and come up. Rotate the body side to side. Bring your hands all the way back beside you, stretching and feeling that opening in your chest and the front of the shoulders. Lift up and pull down. Press forward and open the chest again. Inhale. Lift up. Exhale. Press the hands forward. Dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Pull your elbows back and roll your shoulders back. Tilt the head to the right and lift up. Tilt the head to the left and lift up. Last time, big deep breath in. Exhale. Thanks so much for joining me. I hope you had a great class. Do this class 2 to 3 times a week on non-consecutive days. Remember, each time you do it, you'll get a little bit stronger. So take that challenge. Can't wait for you to move with me again.